Hi, my name is Brian Newts. I'm going to be showing you how to play Heroes of Sand today by Angra, a power metal band from Brazil. I'm going to show you how to play the introduction. And the cool thing about the introduction is it's played entirely without a pick. It's all two-hand tapping, and it's a really cool exercise to practice your tapping. So let's get started. Alright, so now that you've had a chance to hear how it sounds, we're going to go over the 3 or 4 different patterns that make up that whole introduction. So the first pattern starts off with your thumb hitting the open 6th string, and then with your left hand you're going to tap on the 5th string 7th fret, your 4th string 9th fret, and your 2nd string 8th fret. And then with your right hand, you're going to come and you're going to tap with your index finger on the 4th string 12th fret, and with your middle finger on the 2nd string 12th fret as well. So it's going to sound like this. And then you're going to jump up to the 6th string on the 10th fret, the 5th string on the 12th fret, and then finally the 3rd string on the 11th fret. And with your right hand, using your index, middle, and ring finger, you're going to use your index on the 3rd string 14th fret, your middle finger on the 2nd string 15th fret, and finally your ring on the 1st string 17th fret. So it sounds like this. And that's the first pattern. The second pattern comes back down to the 7th fret on the 6th string. You're going to play the 7th fret 6th string. Your ring finger is going to do the 5th string 9th fret, and instead of using your middle finger on this one, you're going to actually shift your index finger up to the 3rd string 7th fret. So there's a jump there that might be a little bit difficult at first. And then with your right hand, you're going to use, again, your index and middle finger on the 4th string 12th fret, and then the 2nd string 12th fret, and you're going to go, so it's going to sound like this. And then it moves up to the 10th fret 6th string, the 12th fret on the 5th string, and the 11th fret on the 3rd string. And your right hand is going to use the index and middle finger to play the 4th string 14th fret, 2nd string 15th fret, and it's going to do index, middle, index. That's what that sounds like. So the whole second pattern is and that's pattern number 2. Pattern 3 starts off exactly like pattern 2 with the first part that goes on the 7th fret 6th string, 9th fret on the 5th string, and then jumping up to the 7th fret on the 3rd string again. And your right hand also does the same thing with the index and middle on the 12th fret on the 4th and 2nd string. So that's exactly the same as the way the second pattern starts. But now where it changes is now after that you're going to jump up 1 fret to the 8th fret on the 6th string, 10th on the 5th string, and 9th on the 3rd string. And your right hand is going to use the index on the 12th string, 12th fret 3rd string, middle on the 13th fret 2nd string, and ring finger on the 15th fret on the 1st string. So it sounds like this. So altogether, the third pattern sounds like this. And that's the third pattern. Pattern number 4 goes down to the 5th fret on the 6th string, the 7th fret on the 5th string, and jumping up to the 5th fret on the 3rd string. It's the same way that pattern 2 and 3 go, where you're going to have to jump with your index finger. But the right hand this time is actually going to play a 3-note chord. It's going to play the 9th fret on the 4th string, the 10th fret on the 2nd string, and the 12th fret on the 1st string. So you hit all 3 at one time. So it goes first the left hand, then the right. So the whole pattern sounds like this. So you can see we go 5, 7, 5 chord, and then 5, 7 chord, 5, 7, 5, 9, 10. Just look at the tablature, that should be a little bit more clear. And that's the fourth pattern. Alright, so pattern number 5 starts out the same way as pattern number 4, but it changes about halfway through. So the first part is exactly the same as pattern number 4. But then what happens is your index finger is going to slide up to the 7th fret on the 6th string, and then you're going to play a chord using 6 fingers. It's going to be the 6th string 8th fret, 5th string 10th fret, 3rd string 9th fret on your left hand, and your right hand is going to play 12th fret on the 4th string, 13th fret on the 2nd string, and 15th fret on the 1st string. So that sounds like all together. So here's how the first part sounds again. And then from there, you're going to stay right where you're at, and then just tap the 6th string, 5th string, 4th string, and 2nd string, right where you're at. And then you're going to tap again, 8 and 10 here, and then your 9th fret with your middle finger. And then the index and middle finger are going to go 1, 2, 3 right here. So that sounds like this, the second half of that. And that's the 5th pattern. Alright, and finally we have the 6th pattern, which is very similar to 4 and 5, but it's only one measure, and then there's a final chord that's the end of the introduction. And the thing to remember on this pattern is the fact that the whole introduction is in 6/8 time. So to count this out, the first part is going to sound exactly like patterns 4 and 5. But but then it's going to change. You're going to go 5, 7, 5, and the chord, 5, 7, chord. But now this time on this chord here, the second time you play it, it's going to be for 2 eighth notes. Then you're going to tap on the 3rd string 5th fret. That's going to be another 2 eighth notes. And then you're going to tap on the 6th string 7th fret for 2 eighth notes worth, which will be at that point you've done six beats right there. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then the final chord starts a new measure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1 is how it ends. And that last part that you play is the same chord that you played in the middle of pattern 5. So and that's how it ends. Alright, now that you've seen all 6 patterns, I'm going to show you how to put them together to play the introduction to the song. The first chunk we're going to tackle here is pattern 1, then 2, then 1 and 3, and then pattern 4 twice. So it's going to sound like this. Pattern 1, pattern 2, repeat pattern 1, and then pattern 3. Now pattern 4 twice. That's the first chunk. The second chunk is going to be pattern 1 and 2 twice, followed by 1 and 3, and then 4 twice. So it's the same as the first chunk, it's just that we're playing pattern 1 and 2 one extra time. So it's going to sound like this. So that's pattern 1 and 2. Now we're going to repeat it again. Now we're going to play pattern 1 and 3. And then again 4 twice. That's the second chunk. Now the final chunk is going to be pattern 1, then 3, then 5, and then 1, 3, and 6. So it's going to sound like this. So that was 1, 3, and then 5. And then finally we're going to do 1, 3, and 6. And that's the whole introduction to Heroes of Sand by Angra. Alright, well that's the end of my lesson. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to vote. And if you haven't watched my other entry yet, it's on the caged system. So feel free to check that one out and vote on that one too. Thanks.